what's up, girlies? It's your girl, Tenacious T. Welcome to my channel. Go on ahead to your seat, sit back, and lock in. I'll meet you in a video. Hello. I was about to say good morning. Good afternoon. We're just here. What we doing again? Being accountable. We're here being accountable. Now, eating. I really don't have to be that accountable for, because your girl gonna eat. But I will defrost some shit and come. Am I supposed to say that? I don't know. But I will defrost stuff and come home and then be like, I don't feel like cooking it, so I'm gonna DoorDash. Or throw some in the air fryer. But either way, mostly I'm only upset at myself when I DoorDash, especially when I took some out and defrosted it because it's Friday. Today's not one of them days. I don't know how this is gonna go. I made a video this morning of me packing my lunch, being accountable, doing something that was gonna make my day go smooth. This is just like a follow-up after that. This is the same day. It's just after work. It's just 7 o'clock at night. That's it. I just walked in the door. That's why I still got my work clothes on, my jacket and stuff. I'm going to keep my jacket on because I don't have no sleeves. And I got to keep on my arms because girls that like that arms fat and they fat too. I don't get that. Like, my whole body fat. I don't care about no arms. Whatever. But it's, first of all, I'm in the kitchen. It's by my back door. And I'm actually a little chilly. I just walked right in the house from outside. It's one of those kind of cold, kind of rainy, back and forth-ish type of days. And I don't want to leave my jacket down here. I've been being real good at putting stuff in this spot as I take it off. If I leave my jacket down here, if I take it off, I'm probably going to like sit on the chair or something and leave it. And I don't want to do that because right now everything is looking good and I don't practice what I preach. Because I tell that man and them kids, pick that stuff up. If I clean something up, I don't want to see you putting that stuff back in the same spot. So, practice what you preach. So I'm going to get my chicken. And I don't know what I'm having with this chicken. We will have a side. It's going to be either green beans or steamed broccoli. They're the two things that I'm willing to go with. Just don't know which one it's going to be, but that is very minor. Like I said, it's 7 o'clock. I don't even think my boyfriend is home yet. Hey! Okay, I guess he's not here. I just walked in the front door, so he's not home yet. And we usually don't eat. We usually come in, wind down, shower, do all that good stuff. Watch TV and then eat. I know it's bad, but late. Probably 9, 10 o'clock. So, I'm going to eat this now. I'm just going to cook it so that it's ready. I think I got wash on my air fryer. Let me do that. So, being accountable, like I said, this is just me showing y'all what trying to feel better looks like. It's working for me. I don't know what works for what and who and how. I know I feel good when I do stuff that I typically wouldn't have done, and I know I'm going to do it early, and I follow through on it. That makes me feel good. I don't know if it encourages somebody else, but it makes me feel good. And I feel accomplished, and I don't feel anxious about something. I mean, my anxiety had got so bad, I never knew what was wrong with me or what I was really worried about. I was just always worried about something, so it didn't matter. But now, I mean, like, following through on stuff, I feel like it just calms you. I was going to wash one side of the air fryer, but this is a lot of wings, so I'm going to wash both sides of the air fryer. But yeah, while I'm doing this, so let me just, I'll wash this air fryer real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back. Air fryer's washed, both sides of the air fryer is washed. And I do I got a double stack like this. I know most air fryers go like this, but mine's go on top of each other. I know the girlies love to see exactly what somebody's doing on YouTube, but I'm not here for that. Not right now. I mean, like, I will show y'all stuff, but not right now. Right now, I'm here to talk about a couple things. Maybe somebody needs to hear it. Maybe I need to hear it for myself. I don't know. But, the first thing I want to talk about, so this little background on me, if you haven't seen any other videos prior to this one, I'm just give a quick, brief background. It's not going to be detailed. It'll be detailed, I guess, throughout other ones, but I can't keep explaining the same thing on every video. So, basically, About a year and a half, almost 2 years ago, I was supposed to get VSG surgery. Now, I went through the process. A lot of people think that this is an easy, quick, in and out process. For the type of insurance I have, it is not. I was required to do a lot of things, and I was having problems with my blood pressure. Long story short, it was supposed to be 6 months. It ended up being like 16, and I was still going through the process. Now, in the flesh, I gave up. I was not depending on God to get me through this. In the flesh, I gave up, and I just gave it up. So, following that, I had a couple of deaths and stuff in the family, but that was the big thing, because I had my heart set on it for like a year and a half, and I was doing all this stuff, and I thought it was going to happen. And then it just got to like my last breaking straw, and I just gave up. I like the next step they told me to do, I just didn't do it, and I just never called back. Don't do that. But anyway, we're now about a year and a half. I gotta do timeline. I keep saying 2 years. My boyfriend said it was only a year and a half ago. I think it was 2. I'll do the math one day. A year and a half, 2 years, even one. That's a long time. So I pretty much went into a depression. Now, I have seen videos where people say, oh, they was depressed and this and that. But, like, not in depth. And you know, people will tell you, like, oh, I was a little depressed that day or whatever. Like, no, I was in a deep depression. Probably one of the deepest I've ever been in my life. And that's not the worst thing that has ever happened to me. I just think I was just so sold on it that's what I wanted to do. Now I'm going to start off with saying I am in the process again, 6 month process, 3 months in. And I will tell you, I'm doing amazing. I'm doing better than I was doing 16 months in the first time. Like, and just letting God lead me and letting God be the anchor of what I'm doing. And having the right reasons and the right heart posture and just everything surrounding the situation, okay? So, I'm not one of them girlies that's going to tell you some stuff that I didn't do. So, this was a deep depression. For me, depression looked different. For me, that looked like, if I'm not at work, I'm in the bed. If I'm not at the grocery store because we absolutely need groceries, I'm in the bed. How many times I looked at them clothes that need to be washed, I don't care, I'm in the bed. Only thing I cared about was making sure that my kids had clothes to be clean, feeding them, and they went back and forth to school as they should have been. Like, my partner was here, but I wasn't loving him. Like, I was so in my own shit. And then I was doing it for a long time. So, I mean, I was so into it, I didn't even realize. I did know sometimes, like, that you can't be like this forever. But I was so deep in it. I was just there. It wasn't like I was looking for solutions or coming out or nothing like that. I was just there. So, let me start cooking the food because I'm just talking. So, the cliche. But at the beginning of this year, January the 1st, I told myself I was going to get up. And I had to make some changes, not only for me, but for my kids, for my partner. I just knew that wasn't the caliber, the quality of life that I want my kids to have. Not that their living environment was bad, but like I wasn't present like I should have been as a mom. Like, I'm there every day, but I'm not present. You know, I was trying to like ask my kids how was their day at school, making sure they did their homework. I'm not like going the first step, like knowing my kids' friends. Why my son had the same friends since he was so little that I just know his friends. But like my daughter, she was young. She was just really getting into like real school. It was a lot of transition. And I feel like I really did snap out of it right at the perfect point. My son is about to like go into this teenage stage. And I need to be like ultra focused on, you know, the kind of man he's going to be, what directions he's going to go in, and what his morals are. Which me and my mom, we instill good morals. Like, depression or not, like, I still stand on who I am and how I was raised. So that was never going to change. They're not just living in no wild rambunctious, well, wasn't. They wasn't living in no wild rambunctious, you know, environment. I was just asleep all the fucking time. That's it. Yeah, so like I was saying, that's where that started. So I got up. What I did was I started the program again, which I could not. Let me tell you something. When you're depressed, this stuff hurts, and you never think that you're gonna get past that moment. But just that quick, like it's April. I went to my first appointment at February. And like I said, I'm in there. Like, Lord willing, everything goes right, I can go ahead and in a couple of months, 3 months, and get a date and go through. But needless to say, it was some changes that needed to be made on my behalf. Now, like I said, I have heard plenty of women say they be down on all this, but I think we just so ashamed to share with people outside of like direct family how intense it is. I just want, if somebody is here and they in this moment, it's making me emotional. Like, if somebody is in this moment, it gets better. It does. It gets better. You gotta get up. Get up. But it sounds like a lot and it sounds simple at the same time, but for me, it was like the simple action, like get up. Like I had, after, not being in the program, I had rapidly, I'm sorry, I'm like moving around getting the stuff that I need to cook. I had rapidly gained a lot of weight back. It wasn't just like random weight. It was the weight that I had lost during the program. It was like, since I wasn't in the program, the weight just came all back. So I was upset about that. And I was just like, I wasted my chance. I did all this work. I got down with, I think the first time I went through the program, I had got down like 40 pounds. Like, and for 16 months, that is not a lot of pounds. Them people told me I had to lose 20 pounds. And I pretty much lost the 20 and then was playing around because I felt like, all right. But I had lost like 30, 40 pounds, something like that. I think it was like 30, something like that. But like in a 12-month span. Like I say again, here I'm now, I'm focused. I've always been God-based. I'm more open to actually hearing, because when I'm depressed, y'all, I kind of shut down all messages from God, ancestors, spirit guides, all that. I just be like, I don't want to hear it. I'm ignoring it. Like that's really how my personality would be. And this, in recent reflection, and just different sermons, just realizing like I don't think I've been to therapy and they wouldn't give me medication. I was trying to force my ass on medication so I could not feel anxious all the time. And it was just like the luck of God. The therapist was like, no, I've been seeing you and I see your progression and I'm not going to force you on some medication. I don't think you need that. And then she was just like, let's give it 2 months. And it's like 6 months later now and she's just like, yeah, I don't think you need that. And I don't think I need it either. Like, my mind is so clear. I think that a lot of the anxiety for me was coming from negative self-talk, which nobody really sits online, because everything is online now. Nobody really sits online and talk about how they talk to their self. Like, you might say how you feel, but you don't say how you talk to yourself. And like, what I noticed was I was overly anxious. Like, I feel like any other therapist with that woman would have put me on medication. It was only God sent that she was like, no, let's see. My thoughts was always constantly racing. I'm always upset. I'm always just trying to like hurry up and do something, trying to figure out what I missed or compile a list, but I was so depressed that I wasn't doing it right. I wasn't writing nothing down. I was just letting the thoughts go in my mind and swim around and just keep me anxious. And then on times where I felt a little bit of relief from the anxiety, let me get this chicken wall so I can start. When I felt a little bit of relief from the anxiety, I would then feel anxious about not feeling the anxiety. Like, I know something wrong is going on and I can't think of it right now, and I'm upset because I can't think of it. Like, don't do that. Like, I'm really realizing, like, when you talk to yourself negative, or you always question something, or you always think, what's the worst that can happen? Because my mindset was, what's the worst that can happen? If I hear a tick going on in my damn car, oh my Lord, it's about to be $3,500. I ain't got it. Like, no, like, it kind of works from what I've seen in my experience just in these past 4 months. It's like a manifestation. Like, now that I'm not constantly negative self-talking or negatively seeking what's the worst that can happen, not that much shit is happening. Nothing's really happening. And I can actually be calm in it. It was just like my mind was just circulating so much. I didn't have no clarity. Like, I was praying, but I wasn't praying for the right things. No, I'm just praying like, God, make it better. But I'm not praying, God, show me how to do the steps. Teach me step by step, one day at a time. Because sometimes when we in those depressions, we want to know, like, is this going to be 1, 2, or 3 days? Like, and I didn't have an answer. So I had to figure out. Now, this is not the first time I've been depressed in my life. You know what I'm saying? But at the age and stage that I am right now, I turned 34 in less than a month. And I feel like this was a time for me that I felt the worst about as a mom. Yeah. Like, I just felt like, how do I hate, like, one thing was wrong and you let go of, like, so much shit. But did also learn that standing in that feeling does not help. So you have to forgive. I'm still working on forgiving myself, but you have to take steps to make tomorrow better than today. And you can't. Let me start by saying I've always been anxious. It hasn't just been from this little situation, this past 1.5 year thing I'm talking about. It wasn't just from that. I've always been anxious. And one of the main things that I learned this time is that, like, when you do that overthinking and that negative self-talk, I'm gonna move this over here so I can get close to the sink. When you do that negative self-talk like that, it's not just negative self-talk, and it don't just make you sad. Like, it literally becomes a part of your personality. And, like, even my boyfriend said to me one time, and I was defensive because I think it was in a moment. I don't know if he was arguing or what. I really can't remember, but I just remember him saying it, and he was just like, "You're just always so negative. Like, just say something positive. Like, you just wake up in the morning like, oh, it's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be this. It's gonna be that. Like, just say something positive." And I'm just like, I'm not negative. I'm realistic. Thinking like, no, I'm just realistic. Like, y'all all out here faking, and I'm just being realistic. But no. It's more to it. That hurts your soul. That breaks your soul down. That talk. And that keep doing it. Like I said, it becomes your personality. And when I started this process of doing different things and different tasks that made me feel better and that's making me stronger, I didn't feel like that anymore. And I was almost like not certain of like my personality or whatever, because it's like, damn, I'm a whole nother person. Hey. I'm making a video.
Oh, okay.
You talking to yourself? You made me forget what I was saying though.
You're not talking to yourself.
Yeah, you thought I was talking to myself?
Yeah, or on the phone.
But yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, it was a little scary. Like, damn, it's almost like another personality. But I had been in the same cycle for so long that had became my personality. I should use that little mic that I got. It's not charged though.
Yeah, that'll work.
I'll use it the next time because it's not charged, and I'm trying to do this before I go upstairs. Yeah. Where'd my lemon go? Yeah. So like I was saying, knife, lemon. Yeah, it's well, for me it was scary. It was almost like, this is weird. Like, am I allowed to like be different? Not have the same personality that I can remember from as always. And my personality, I've always been like, funny or bubbly, real friendly. Like, people always gravitate to me or whatever, especially at jobs. Do y'all people gravitate to y'all at jobs? I just be trying to do my job. But yeah, I was just trying to figure out my mind. Like, when I started making the changes and it felt foreign, I'm just like, is this me changing who I am? Like, is this fake? And it's not. It's just that, like, you have been making your personality saying those actions and not realizing that it became your personality for so long that it's gonna feel foreign to feel good. Like, okay, and then I can say, to piggyback on that, it's also levels, because in the beginning of this journey, it's like I can't find nothing just because I'm trying to talk to y'all. in the beginning of this journey, I can't find my good knives. What is going? You know what? Let's see. Now I'm about to get mad and beat up these kids in there, man. Where is my good knives? Anyway, to take it a step further. Shit, you forget what I was about to say. But either way, I lost my thought. Either way, it starts with small changes and they get bigger and bigger, and you see the progress. And it's just like one thing, because I feel like on YouTube they'll be like, the women rage baiting, they like get on there and they like clean their whole house from up to down and sweep all of the stuff from under the couch and all of these things, and they make one video and it just always looks like but like to a person that's laying in the bed that don't want to like do nothing, that is like a lot of shit. So for me, what I did was the things that I hated the most, I tackled first, one task at a time. I let laundry, me and my kids have an abundance of clothes. Like, I mean, we could probably go 10 months without, not even gonna say 10 months. We could probably go a couple months without washing clothes, whatever. So I had to let the laundry just get ridiculous. And I used to walk past it every day like, I hate it. Like I said, in a long time in that, I'm cleaning my chicken with lemons. And for a long time in the midst of that, I was not with the laundry. I got real bad. Like, what I would do was I would have all this laundry, probably 2 months worth of laundry, and then whatever I felt like we needed to get to 2 or 3 more weeks, I would just wash that, and the rest of that shit would just still sit there like it wasn't old. And that wasn't good. So that was the first thing I tackled. I took a month, and each week on Monday I went to the laundromat, and I literally washed like 8 contractor bags worth of clothes. But I paced myself, and I took 2 bags a week until my room was completely clear of the clothes. Everything was folded and put up in the spots in everybody's room. And then I went to the next task, and I started cleaning my room. Now my room looked like how my brain was. It was no good. No good. No good. Not trash. Not like, you know, food and trash and shit like that. But clothes was definitely everywhere. I had bags of clothes everywhere. I had this, that, here, everywhere. Nothing was organized. Like my little dresser where I got like medicines and everything. Like, none of that was organized. I was just throwing shit up there. Yeah, so I did that next. It's small stuff. It really is small stuff. So after that, I did my daughter's room, but she's 6, so her room was chaotic. It was toys everywhere. I went through a deep clean. I threw away all the toys that was broke, something that I had not done probably in my whole life. Then I just did my son's room. I think it's only his birthday was the 10th, so it hasn't even been a month. I did my son's room, like, you know, deep, like how my mom wants it, where like, it's nothing in his room. I know every piece of furniture has been moved and everything has been good. He got his room actually, like, new furniture and stuff. So we upgraded his room. Yeah, but like I said, tasks are getting done, and I'm feeling good. You know, not every day is the best because it does take reinforcement. That's what I was going to say back on the other part of the video. To add on to, and I didn't just forgot this shit again. Whatever, you want it to be. I just cut this part out. But yeah, just start one task at a time. One task at a time, one thing at a time, and you will feel better. Because like I have been through so many motions trying to feel better. Like when I started therapy, like I said, I didn't really actively start doing all of this stuff January, but I had started therapy in like September, October, and it was like therapy was okay, but it wasn't really helping me how I felt like I thought it was going to be just like the magic trick, and it wasn't. And I was just trying to figure out like, how am I happy Like, how am I happy without either looking forward to an event or something in particular? Yeah. I was like, I just desired being happy. Like, in a moment like this, like, I'm happy I had a good day. I'm happy nothing bad happened. I'm happy my baby's home safe. I'm happy I'm down here making this chicken. I'm laying in bed scrolling on DoorDash. Like, I just had to figure out, because I kept questioning myself in my prayers, like, Lord, does happiness exist? Because I felt stupid. Like, you got good kids, you got a good man, like, you're not homeless, you got a job, like, it just makes you like, dang, like, I felt ungrateful, like, you know, the world is harsh right now for me to be just not happy, but I couldn't figure out, like, where does shit come from? Like everybody say it comes from yourself, but it's like, okay, what steps are you taking to get this so-called happiness from yourself? And for me, this is it. Like, just showing up, being accountable, being present, trying stuff that's new. I just, you know, even recording these videos because I feel like I'm an observant person. I'm a Taurus. So I really just like observe people energy, all of that. Like, that's just my jeu. And I was trying to see. I was just trying to see, like, observe people in everyday life, just trying to see, like, fuck y'all all so happy. I don't think we all out here happy. Now, if I could be honest, I don't think we're all out here happy. I think everybody's pretending like I was, because I won't walk around like no rain cloud. Like, my coworkers love me. Like, I'm probably the happiest person in the office to them. And at home, I'm in the bed. So, I was just kind of watching people, and I wanted to know, and then I started looking at it, and then I just was like, let me change my prayer. And I'm like, God, just show me. Like, God, show me. Like, send me signs, do something. And I immediately started getting sermons, like, immediately. Like, these are not talking prayers where, like, you know, they say your phone pick up. Well, they don't say your phone do pick up on, like, what you talk about and stuff. But these are not, like, talking prayers where, like, oh, boom, this is going to pop right up. And I swear it was, like, the first video that I seen, like, the next day when I opened my eyes. I was like, yeah, all right, when I get in the car and I'm on my way to work, I'm going to go ahead and listen to this. This is going to be my sermon of the day. And when I tell you, it was so spot on, and it was just so me, and it was just everything I had asked God for, like, to explain to me, to show to me, because I was not trying to keep being stagnant. And I also did not, I was feeling a bit of happy throughout this process, so I did not want to go, like, backslide into just bad thoughts. Like, because even now, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, like, I have bad thoughts. Like, now I'm calm back, and I'm like, I have a little notebook. Like, when I feel something bad, I write down 3 things I'm grateful for. I try to look at things like that I feel anxious or bad about, and change my perspective. Am I gonna die? No. How urgent is this? Can I handle it? Yeah. And I seen a quote that I thought was very powerful. It's like, you know, you're anxious about all of this stuff, but your track record says that you can handle it. Like, have you ever not gotten it done? And I always get it done. So, bad state, depressed, whatever, like, the mission still gets accomplished. So, I mean, I do feel better, because I was just worrying about worrying at some point. Like I said, I couldn't really pinpoint what I was upset about, but I was upset. And if I wasn't upset, then I would find a reason to be upset, because it felt foreign to not be upset, or to not be sad, or whatever, you know, however somebody want to call it. So, this is just my little notion for the girlies. But guys, if you're here, the girlies, just, it takes action. And I know a lot of times I would talk myself out of action with just my thoughts. But now it's just like, just try it. Just try it. Like, I really feel like I had negative talk so much into my life. Like, I was that person that would be in Walmart, like, can I check this DVD player? Because I always get broke electronic, like that type of thing. Or like, whatever happened, I just will, all in my mind, I will always take it to the extreme. And I didn't realize that, like, my anxiety was not like a chronic illness for me. Like, I'm creating this thought pattern, and I'm following it, and I'm making my body adjust to it, and that's why I feel so deeply like this. But we're in a better place now. And I just, you know, sometimes people suffer and they look for stuff. Like now, social media is the place for us to look for stuff. But a lot of times that stuff is, it's either not authentic or it's not something that's in your reach. And what I mean by that is, not this time around, but I used to watch like videos and stuff like aesthetic-y girls, and you know, the kids is all perfect and they doing all this stuff on the videos, and then sometimes you just need to see somebody being honest and something realistic, because that kind of stuff just makes the things that you can have feel like they're even farther out of your reach and not realistic and not personable, and like, oh, this is just something like the girls that get on there and be like, oh, get Starbucks, or like even like if you want to suggest something for somebody, like one of my last videos, I don't know what order they're gonna go in. It's like, you know, one of my things that I did on my self-care day was get my nails done. I said, now I notice a lot of these girls on these little aesthetic videos and stuff, they get their nails done, you know, they get their toes done, and they get in lace fronts and stuff. Like, I can't afford a lace front. I can't. So I'm never going to sit up on this camera and be like, oh, I could feel better from getting all dolled up. I could be a little baddie or whatever. Like, no, I have to be realistic because I can't afford no lace front. And then if I did get a lace front, it's going to be crunchy in 2 days because who's paying to fix the lace front? I can't fix no lace front. So some stuff is not realistic. So I just wanted to bring an element of authenticity. And just let the girls know life will meet you where you are. Like, it's always going to be trial and tribulation. But it does not have to hold your mind captive. It doesn't. Not for that. Don't be like me. I let that hold my mind captive so long, I could have had the surgery 3 times by now. And it took me that long to get back up and realize that I was still good enough to do the things I wanted to do. That wasn't the end all be all. And I just want other people to know that, like, you know, because now I just feel like therapy is hit or miss. Because, you know, back in the day when we were kids, in the 90s, early 2000s, it was taboo for black people. So when you did get therapy, it was good. It was intense. It's like now I feel like everybody's answer is therapy. So you just getting this hour of like a person you can talk at, but not really like pulling stuff from the depths of your soul, if that makes sense. So I think now we're in a time and age, girlies, where if you don't want to take medication and just be like zombified, you gotta find your way out of this shit. You do. And like I said, it can be rough, but I'm doing it, so I know I'm a living testament. How many bad days I had, how many days I told myself, damn, I really fucked up. I did the whole program for a year and a half, and then I wasted it, and blah, 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 blah. And then it's just like, light bulb fucking goes off, enough is enough, and am I still alive to try again? Yes. Yes. Now, y'all let me know if y'all want to know about the surgery. I think that's kind of taboo because the girlies always want to say, for the girlies that I understand, because like I said, I've been in this process for more than 2 years now, and my mom got the process 5 years ago. We were supposed to do it together, but I chickened out. So I've been into this and researching and all of that for a long time. Before it got real popular with the girlies that want to post it all over the place and all of this. Like, I already been knowledgeable. So I know, like, a lot of things. Like, I know how a lot of people feel about it. Like, oh, it's a quick cheat, right? A quick cheat and all this. It's not, because you had to change all your nutritional, all your habits, all your nutritional value changes. Like, you have to lose weight before you get to the program. Like, how y'all see my 600-pound life? Like, they make you lose weight. Like, I'm 45 pounds down. I was only supposed to lose 20. Like, in the whole 6 months, they gave me where I could lose 20. I'm 45 pounds down now, and I still got 3 months left. My goal is to lose like 60, 65, something like that. Now, the problem that people that are not fat or haven't been fat their whole life don't understand is, yeah, we can lose weight. We can. Duh. Exercise, eat the right shit. We can. Like, you see that? Out of 45 pounds I lost. And then, like, just like the last time, I kept the 40 pounds off for a year and a half. And then when I needed a little bit of help, all that shit came back on probably almost, This is a broke queen, probably almost double. Like, it's not about a cheat. It's about sustaining yourself. Like, we can get there, but sustaining it is hard. So if you can lose a little and you can show us enough, because it ain't 40 pounds now, it might be a little bit to somebody, but to be substantial in it and to maintain it, I don't think so. But if you can do it, you can lose the weight the doctor tell you to lose. Okay? And you get this surgery, what it is it's a tool, because it does not keep you skinny. You can eat through this shit. It's big bitches that nate through this shit. They nate through the pain, the throw up, all the stuff it make you do. They nate through it because they want to eat. So it's a lot more mentally than people think, because most big people, I'm not gonna say everybody, because I'm not like a binger or nothing like that. I just always been big. Like, they are used to their habits, or used to emotional eating, or used to eating at a certain time, certain feelings, certain whatever. Your whole mental has to shift, because you can no longer eat because you say it. You can no longer eat because I'm used to having a burger on Tuesdays. It's like you can, but it's going to be very mild. You're going to be taking bites, and it's going to be very mild. It comes with a lot of stuff. Like, people think, oh, it's just a quick cheat. No, it's not a quick cheat, because then you get loose skin. Your body, you don't automatically just get the surgery, you come out in a fucking bikini. This is a process for people. Now, I know some people that, let the skin hang, and I know some people that went and got it nipped and tucked or whatever. But that is still a process that takes time. Most people, years. Like, this is nothing easy. This takes probably more time than it takes the skinny person to go get some carrots and lose their 5 pounds, honestly. So, that's my take on it. But if y'all want to hear more about that, we can discuss that on other videos. Because I know, like I said, I know part of the process that I'm doing, because I've done it. This is my second time around. I did it extended the first time. And then, like I said, I know that the after process, I don't know what it feels like physically in my body, but I'm a researching type of person. So if I want to know about something, like, I'm going to the ends of the earth. It's like a rabbit hole until I can't find nothing else. So I didn't pretty much know the ups, the downs, the what ifs, the could ifs, the goods, the bads. So we can talk about that. I don't care if you got a negative opinion or a positive opinion about it. Just one part of my journey is seeing what it feels like. See what it feels like. I can't remember I say 10, but I want to say 8 for real. I've been fat my whole life. So I don't know what it feels like to be, I guess, a normal size. I don't know what you would even call a normal size, because I'm not like the fattest person in the world, but I do desire to like wear different clothes, not have to shop at just 1 or 2 stores or buy shit online. Like, I desire to do regular woman stuff. So why not say? You only get one life, why not say? I didn't live 34 years fat. Y'all want me to just stay fat? Oh. Well, if you want to, you do then. Okay? Because I've been here long enough. I know what's going on over here. Y'all know, y'all want to ask me about fat? I know about fat. Y'all come over here and ask me about that. But me, like I said, day by day, one thing at a time, one task at a time. My house is feeling better. My energy is great. My kids are shifting. I feel that energy more. I don't know what word to use, because they weren't like, I don't know. My kids don't verbalize or act like they didn't want to be around me or nothing like that. But I just feel like, well, it might just be that I'm more present now. I just feel more of their good energy. Everything just feels promising. So, yeah, just start with one thing. A small thing. If your trash is piled up, I don't care. Like, if your trash is piled up, and on top of that trash, you got a million other things. You got a million dishes. You got this and this and this and this and that. So, just take the trash. Just take the trash. Take the trash out. Worry about them dishes tomorrow. Or make a list where you might feel good after taking the trash out and want to do the dishes. That's how it goes with me. When I do one good thing, it makes my mind want to do another one. So, do stuff that makes you feel good about yourself. And that's not just aesthetic-wise. Like this, me doing this straight in the house and not going upstairs, laying down and scrolling my phone immediately. This feels good. It's a regular duty. I think a lot of women don't want to say that, like, they struggle doing regular shit. So I don't struggle. I know how to cook. Do I want to? Am I finna get up and do it? Shit. That's a different thing. Alright, my chicken's in the air fryer. I'm gonna put both of these in. And I think I probably held y'all long enough for this. I don't know how long this is. Oh my lord, it said 36 minutes. Alright, well, I hope this motivated somebody. Hope this helped somebody. Hope this was a word you need to hear. If you were laying in that bed, girl, get up. Smile. Be happy about being alive. And I will see y'all the next time.
Yeah.